Hello, I am Sam. I am a journalist in Lagos, Nigeria. Over the past 7 years, I have been able to assist hundreds of upcoming journalists in career development in the world of journalism. Welcome to my official YouTube channel, Sparky TV News. On this channel, I make videos to inform and educate you on every aspect of Biafra, Ipob, politics, sports, and entertainment news. So you can sit tight and get the latest news update from my channel. I bring you news update on a daily basis. Expect videos on latest Biafran news, Ipob news update, Nigerian politics, sport news, entertainment news, and many more. I am here to bring the latest news and hot news updates to your doorsteps. Do not fail to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Stay tuned. 2023 Labour Party now mass movement. Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, on Tuesday, declared that the Labour Party is now no longer a political party, but a mass movement to take back the country for Nigerians. According to him, the party wants to take Nigeria back to the roots of greatness, where all citizens can be proud to say they are Nigerians. Obi, who spoke in Lagos during the formal reception of the 2021 governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Anambra State, Valentine Ozuigbo, and his group into the Labour Party, said he is determined to turn Nigeria from consumption to production. Citing Brazil as a country of over 200 million population, which had similar experience of depending on importation, as an example, he explained that Brazil has today changed the trajectory by producing their own foods. The presidential hopeful used the opportunity to warn those who twist his statement for political reasons to desist. For those who turn around what I say, I want them to tell us what figures their own candidates have. We want a productive country. Netherlands is smaller than Nigeria, but its total export last year was over $600 billion. Nigerians believe in me. We must have competent people in office by reversing the trend of having our children stay abroad. Parents are getting lonely these days. If you ask them, they say their children are in Canada. Canadians don't keep their children in Nigeria. Our children have been exported to other countries because things are not working here and it's not good. We want to reverse it because it's affecting all of us. So it's important that we do the right thing. We must sacrifice for our children to come back and for our society to work. We have a country called Nigeria, but we don't have Nigerians because we don't have citizens who are proud to say they are Nigerians. And that's what we want to do, to make Nigerians proud of themselves. We want to start a journey that will take Nigeria back and be on a route to greatness. Reflecting on the shrinking value of Nigerian's currency, Naira, Obi said, one practical way to stabilize the local currency is to move Nigeria from consumption to production and export of goods. When you export goods, they pay you in dollars. What will you give dollar? Is production. Nigeria is not a producing country, so let us go out and produce. That is our desire. That's how we will create jobs. We are not going to create jobs with people thinking they can live by tribes or by religion. We want to stop politics of wasting people's time and politics of sharing money. We want to play politics that will make our children live in a better society. Today, businesses have collapsed. Now, nowhere is secured. I used to drive all over the country, but today you can't drive and people still think it will continue to be business as usual. No, it has to change, and that change is very important. Obi claimed that change is very sacrosanct because without that change, we will continue to live in a state of anarchy. We continue to live in a country of doom. We continue to be consumed by the insecurity which we find ourselves in this country. As a matter of fact, the narrative has to be changed. The way of doing business and the way of consumption instead of production have to change. There are so many strategies which I believe, business strategies that will take Nigeria to another level, which I believe Obi has to unveil as soon as the campaign period is campaign bound is lifted. So a lot of things Obi has to tell Nigerians, open Nigerians' eyes to see that are not going well in this country, especially the masses, because this is affecting the masses. The economic situation of this country is affecting the masses. When we export goods, then we can be able to pay in dollars. Then we can be able to pay dollars. So as a matter of fact, when we don't export, we don't get goods, we don't get dollar in return, and our currency, which is the naira, will continue to depreciate every day by day. So the currency, the naira, will not have any value again in the international market. So as a matter of fact, Obi is saying that in as much as we will continue in consumption, there is no way the country will move forward. We will continue to import and will depend on importation and consumption, which will reduce drastically the value of our naira, and this will cause a lot of inflation in the country. Few goods being chased by a lot of suppliers. So the value of the naira will die totally. That is what Obi is saying, that come 2023, that the narrative is going to be changed a lot, reflecting on the shrinking value of this Nigerian currency. It's affecting business people, especially manufacturers of goods, because they can no longer access raw materials which they import from abroad. The value of naira to dollar now has skyrocketed, which is almost up to 700 naira to a dollar, which it is not in any way advisable for a producer to begin to be paying more on dollar before it can get raw materials. And the producer does not have any choice than to be sourced for the dollar, irrespective of how much they are going to get that dollar. That is why producers are crying today that enough is enough of this issue of dollar hike in the society, because politicians have turned dollar to become their own personal use, instead of producers who manufacturers rather, who requires this dollar in order to get raw materials to produce goods and services that will meet the needs of the Nigerian masses. But now dollar is in the hands of politicians. You see politicians spending dollar instead of spending the country currency, so bringing a lot of inflation into the country. So Obi is saying no to all this, because this is causing a serious economic hardship, and a lot of devaluation of dollars is going to still occur in the nearest future should this continue this way. And that is why everybody, the youth, the masses, has come up to say no, we are going to change the trajectory of this country, because to always continue in doing things the way we are doing things, business as usual, will not help this country. That is why, starting from the political scene to the economic and all, or what you have or what do you have, everything have to be the narrative rather has to be changed. That is why Obi is hammering on production instead of consumption, production instead of conduction. So we need to engage in production, because even countries like Brazil that were into production, into importation before now, at a point they woke up from their slumber and knew that, yes, they know that rather, that if should they keep importing and consuming, and consumption, keep on going higher and higher every day without them producing anything, the country will run into a deficit which they cannot be able to control. That is why Brazil today has resorted to production. They are now producing their own food, not only producing their own food, exporting their production to other parts of the country, of the world. So this is what Obi is actually driving at, that Nigeria should be able to begin to think with a lot of natural resources which God has blessed us with, land mass, agricultural product, and all that which God has blessed us to. We cannot always leverage on this natural resources and this agriculture and so many other things we can leverage it on in order to make production a hub in this country, so that we can begin to produce and export to other countries. Look at Vietnam. Vietnam produces garment. Vietnam today making billions of dollars from export as a result of production. Look at country like Netherlands. Netherlands is also into production, which is not even 1/3 of our country population. Yet they are producing their export this year alone. I think last year, according to Mr. B, their export last year was about $600 billion. And we that has been blessed with a lot of natural resources from God and so many landmass, and we cannot even boast of $50 billion or $60 billion export in our own production in the oil, which is our major source of production. So everything put together, all our export last year put together, both the oil and other things we are producing, amounted to 32 billion, which is too poor. When it compares to country like Netherlands, compared to country like Brazil, compared to country like Vietnam and Malaysia, all those people. So Obi is actually saying that no, enough is enough. We cannot have our children, going abroad to study. After studying abroad, most of them, they become exporters. They are being exported to those countries and begin to develop the economy of those countries, another part of the world. So we need to bring them home. We need to better our country so that we can bring our children home in order to help in making Nigeria a better place. So ladies and gentlemen, let me get your comment on our comment section based on what P2B have said, that the narrative has to be changed, the trajectory have to be changed. This is no longer going to be business as usual again. Nigeria must move to the right direction. There must be a change in Nigeria come 2023. So when the masses is voting, everybody should vote wisely. Do not vote based on religion, or do not vote based on ethnicity. Vote according to somebody who can be able to impart a meaningful life to the youth of this country, to the economy of this country. Somebody who will take Nigeria from consumption to production. Somebody who will better the life of each and every individual in this country. And Nigeria will be seen moving forward and also competing with other countries in the world, competing with other countries that are into production and also making dollars to add to the economic boost of this country. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get your opinion and comment on that. As you do so, may God bless you. Stay tuned as we bring you more news from Sparky TV channel. Do have a wonderful day and time. May God bless you all.